Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I am currently at Waterfall station, not only to film some trains for you all, but to give you an update on the major upgrade that Waterfall station is getting. This upgrade includes, as you can see in front of us, a 40-metre extension to Waterfall station, which will hold the full-length 10-car Marion D sets when they enter service, rearranging the tracks on the western side of the rail corridor.
The next train to arrive on platform 1 goes to Bondi Junction via Walleye Creek. First stop Sutherland and Hurstville. Walleye Creek, Central, Town Hall,
Anyway, realigning those tracks will also create a new stabling yard. In addition to the stabling yard, it will also create a freight loop as well. At the end of it all, there'll be a 30% increase in peak services. That includes extra trains to Cronulla, Waterfall and Hurstville. Got an Oscar headed to Kiama. Now there's a footbridge up there. I initially thought, and I obviously wasn't thinking properly about it, was I? I thought that footbridge was going to be for passengers to maybe head out onto the highway, not into the middle of the highway, but close enough. But it's actually for rail workers to head out into the new yard. Is a Kiama service, H55 being the back 4 cars. H55 is the last built Oscar. So quickly, you got the new stabling yard all the way up there. And you can see there's a retaining wall. They've put that up. So at the end of the day, it'll widen the corridor, fit more tracks. Hence why they have the room for the new stabling yard and freight loop. So it should be good once it's all finished. So the Tangara that just left platform number 2, which is to the left here, is the one that I'll be getting on once it arrives onto platform 1 soon-ish. But before that, we'll have a little bit of a walk along. So we've got this Kiama service. Before my train arrives alongside platform number 1, there will be an ex-South Coast Bondi Junction service. But yeah, so once the upgrade's complete, 30% extra services during the peak, which is definitely what the eastern suburbs in Illawarra needs. as it can get crazy busy. Crazy busy. What I'll do at the end of this video when I board my train is I'll just I'll film the trip along there so you can have a bit more of a look of what's going on. So yeah, platform extension, retaining wall up there, creating a wider rail corridor, more tracks, freight loop, yeah, platform extension, footbridge for rail workers, resurfacing the platform. That'll come quite a bit later on. So we'll have a bit of a walk along. Don't need to do a walk along the entire platform, as the main part of the upgrades are around this half. So head around this way, I think. So you got the drainage in the centre here.
Then Thirroul, North Wollongong, Wollongong, Palmerston, Wollongong, Deptford, Oakflags, Shellharbour Junction. The next train to arrive on platform 2 ends here.
18 minutes for the Bondi Junction Express. Depending on how we go and everything like that, I might get that Oscar, or I might just wait for the Tangara behind it. So I was just looking more into this upgrade. This footbridge is for staff. It actually leads to a staff amenities block, which is just over here. I mean, well, there is the stairs down there and a pathway that leads right up to the siding, so when crews stable a train, they can walk along the path up and over the footbridge and onto the platform, and then off the station if this is where they're finishing, things like that. But the furthest staircase there will head along the path to the new staff amenities block. So I will get this ex-South Coast train simply because I do want to show you out the window if there's seating. If there's not, then there's windows in the doors. Simply because the windows in the Tangara are a little bit misty, a little bit foggy, I guess, for the most part. So this ex-South Coast train will be an Oscar. So you'd be able to get a better view out the window of the works that have been happening up there. And also because I'm getting on the quiet car, I obviously won't say the goodbyes, so I'll just sort of thank you all now for watching. So thank you. But that Oscar shouldn't be too far away. So we'll film it arrive and see what we can do from there. I have H12. But anyway, let's have a look at the works that have been happening.